If you enjoy watching Daisy Duke, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel at BoerboelDog.DaisyDuke. So today we're talking about the FENRIR puzzle bowl, or as I call it, the dog-shaped pet food bowl. I mean, just look at it. Right there on the side, it looks like a canine, almost a wolf-like. I found the shape interesting, so I thought I would give it a look. As you guys know, we have Daisy. Daisy is a Mastiff. She can eat quite fast if we're not careful. She's a puppy, so she's always hungry. So I thought this might be something that interests us. The first feeling I had when I opened it from the box, it's like, it's solid. I mean, it's legit. It feels well made. You know, when you get something, you buy something, you don't want to feel like it's flimsy or that it's, you know, substandard. You don't feel that at all. It's heavier than I thought, but it's not heavy. It's made of good quality, solid material, and it's quite intricate. I've taken a few pictures here to kind of like try and show you what they mean by a puzzle bowl. So it's your typical pet food bowl, but it's shaped like an animal, like a wolf almost like. And inside it's got these grooves and shapes and curves and things to basically, yeah, this is a better picture, to basically make it so it's not as easy for your dog to get your food out and to eat the food super fast. And a lot of people, especially with big dogs, with certain big Mastiff breeds, people do have a lot of issues with that, okay? So this is a better picture. This is how it's supposed to look like once you put your food in there. With Daisy Duke, it will look different because she's on a raw diet. But you can see the idea now. It is sort of a puzzle. They need to think about how they're going to get the food out. In the process, that slows them down. And it could prevent bloating. It could prevent things of that nature. Well, at least that's what they say. So I thought, let's put it to the test, right? So I've prepared a couple of videos and I'm going to let these run normally so we can test the product and see if it's really what they say it is. But before we do that, let me just remind you to please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and help us grow so we can keep doing more videos like these. The feedback and the reception has been tremendous. We've only been doing this for a few months, but Daisy Duke has already got over 1 million views on YouTube, which is absolutely phenomenal. We never thought this would be possible. And sincerely, it does mean the world to us that you take time to watch our videos, that you like us, that you subscribe, and that you keep sending loads of nice positive comments and emails as well. So thank you all very much for doing that. It really does help us a lot. So let's go back to this video then. For your benefit, I have muted the video because Daisy Duke, especially when she's hungry, she can be quite loud and choppy when she eats. But as you can tell, we've got just a basic mat down. The food bowl is on it, and then Daisy's just doing her thing, going for it. We were able to put in there approximately 2.5 pounds of raw, complete mince, which is what Daisy Duke eats. She's got 2 of these meals a day now, which is based on a percentage weight of what she's at right now. And as you can tell, she's going for it. She has to really go in there to get it because it's not coming out easily. In the process, she's taking, I would say, 2 or 3 times longer to eat than normal, which is absolutely fine. You know, this is not a race, quite the opposite. And so far it seems to be working fine. I'm just trying to zoom in a little bit there. But you know, she's going at a steady pace and she's definitely not lost any interest in it. So far so good. Daisy had absolutely no problem with the bowl itself, the shape of it or anything like that. Even though it's not a bowl she normally uses to eat, she didn't find it different or weird or strange or anything like that. No introduction was needed to it. To be honest, she was more focused on the food than anything else. But then you could see that she was reacting as she started to eat the food, and she realized that this is going to take a bit longer. This is going to, you know, make her think. And she's got this thing where after she eats half the food or something like that, she tends to stop, slow down, go at a slower pace. And you can see some of that happening here as well. Part of it is her just taking in how she's going to process this and how she's going to eat this food now. It's a different shape. You can see the intricacies there. Look, you know, you can see where the food gets stuck and how it fits around all those shapes. So by this time, I must say I was happy with it. It does what it says it's going to do. And mind you, you know, we've had this for a few months now. We've tried it over and over and over again. I wouldn't do a video unless I've really put it to the test. And every time the outcome has pretty much been the same, you know. It works fine. Now watch this part here. I mean, that shows you. It really is non-slip. I was trying to move it and I had to hold the mat in order to move it because otherwise it would not budge. It helps that it's dense. It's not like lightweight, you know. But that was one of the main things for me, because Daisy, she would normally eat on just a traditional round ceramic bowl, and I would find that no matter how heavy it was with the food itself, it kept moving, it kept sliding, even on a mat like that. But with this puzzle bowl, that's just not a problem at all. It just stays in its place, and it makes it a lot easier for your dog to eat. Also, it doesn't require you to keep messing about with it, stopping it, touching it, adjusting it, using your hands, using your feet. No, you don't need to do any of that anymore. Now, for some of you might be looking at this and thinking, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but then how is it to like clean and wash up? I tell you what, food bits, leftovers, they just slide off. You know, I wash it myself and food doesn't get stuck to it. It just rinses off really nicely. It's plenty wide and big enough that you can get your hands in there and wash it without any problem at all. So that, in that sense, again, it's been good. By now, Daisy was pretty much finished, and so there you go. Real-time example of how long it takes and how it works. So what's my conclusion for the FENRIR puzzle bowl? It's made by dog people, that's absolutely clear. I mean, we've had other stuff from them and it's always quality stuff. It's definitely made for dog people. It does slow the eating, we've checked that. It is sort of a puzzle mental exercise for your dog. It slows him down. By slowing your dog down, it does stop bloating, it does stop gulping. But for me, the emphasis is really on quality. Absolutely good stuff, feels good to the touch, and you know, it's just all around a good product. It's got the BPA-free stuff, it's non-slip, it's easy to wash. I've used it time and time again over the last few months, so I'm confident that my feedback on this video represents what we've done with Daisy. So thank you very much for watching, and just to finish off, we will be focusing on a few more of these dog-related products. As Daisy keeps growing, I don't like buying things all the time, but when I buy something, I like it to be quality, I like it to be well made, so when I find a product that's worth it, I will continue to review it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. If you enjoy watching Daisy Duke, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel at BoerboelDog.DaisyDuke.